few days ago in making Enlisted a better place, Enlisted has just decided to buff all sabers and swords. Although this buff is a welcome one since guns reign supreme and having a buff sword wouldn't be an issue considering the fact that you're most likely gonna get gunned down before you even enter melee. However, it does raise a question, why the heck will Enlisted do this? Well, ladies and gentlemen, the answer is that it's gonna be probably the most long-awaited thing that we're finally, maybe, gonna get. And that is the Pacific. Now, for those that have been watching my previous videos, you would have realized that I made a lot of Pacific videos. Most of them are covering leaks and some speculation. However, with the release of the Type 100, the Guadalcanal minimap, and not to mention Enlisted being teasing about a possible Pacific campaign over a year ago, and now the buffs to sabers and swords for an unknown reason, we are more than likely going to be seeing a Pacific campaign. Once again, it hasn't been confirmed yet, although some people have already been trolling it. However, it is extremely likely that the next campaign is the Pacific. Besides just talking about some speculation, I would like to discuss about what Enlisted wants to do with swords, at least swords or katanas in the Pacific. With the buffing of swords, and even to those who don't even have collective sabers, it is highly likely that Enlisted will be giving buffs to swords once the Pacific is released. And with that, I believe Enlisted will be giving out free katanas, because they did say that they're going to be buffing all swords, that even those that are not collective sabers, meaning that they might be giving out free swords. Enlisted might be giving out free katanas, and when I mean free, I mean earned through an event or brought through silver or bronze orders. This will obviously be occurring during or after the release of the Pacific campaign. Obviously, these katanas can be brought with gold orders. However, doing so will basically lock the katanas to gold orders, and only a massive amount of gold orders will be needed to buy those. Needless to say, I'm not a fan of buying katanas with gold orders. I'm actually more inclined to buying katanas or other melee weapons with silver orders, to be exact, 2 to 3 silver orders. However, with obtaining katanas out of the way, I would like to talk about how katanas will be used. Swords and blades in Enlisted currently give you an increased run speed. In the Pacific, I have no doubt that they will be the same. However, my question is that will they allow AI soldiers to use these swords in combat, or better yet, charge at your enemies and hack them into pieces? I think you guys know where I'm going with this, but if you guys haven't figured out by now, having an entire squad charge at your enemies and having the ability to command your squad to charge with katanas at your enemies is the perfect example of a Banzai charge. Needless to say, I hope Enlisted will hopefully implement these changes that allow AI soldiers to charge with you at enemy positions to replicate a Banzai charge. As a matter of fact, Enlisted might be giving us a new class of wielding blades. Enlisted might be giving us a new troop class that are just wielding blades and charging at their enemies. If Enlisted does give us a new class of troops with just swords, it's more than likely going to be the officer class, considering they were historically the ones wielding swords, and to be exact, katanas. That said, this might be a stretch, and Enlisted might just be giving us katanas for essentially every soldier. That said, since katanas are more than likely being added, I would like to see some special perks being added as well, such as increased health when using swords or increased movement speed when using swords. Honestly, these ideas are endless, and if I were to keep bringing up these ideas, this video would easily take up a few hours. That said, I would like to end this video here. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and join the channel. While you're at it, comment in this video down below, what would you like to see in the Pacific? When do you guys think the Pacific is coming? Should swords be free, and or what weapon do you find Enlisted should add in the Pacific? That said, have a great day guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Now before you leave, I would like to thank you very much for watching this video. I would be honored if you could like and subscribe to the channel. Remember, more videos are coming out, so it is a good idea to click on that notification button. Anyways, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.